has gotten much use out of his roles at Toastmasters. As a manager, he uses the sandwich evaluation technique when giving employee reviews. I'm not sure where he learned that sandwich thing, but this confident communication tools he has acquired while attending every meeting since September has allowed him to give powerful training presentations. He is developing courses, workshops, and seminars to help ordinary people tackle everyday struggles. This will be speech number 7, Project 8, using visual aids, with a speech titled, The Art of Public Speaking. Please welcome Jason Turner.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, when you hear the words public speaking, something mysterious happens to you, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Your body instantly clamps up, your palms get sweaty, your voice starts to quiver a little bit, your knees sometimes start knocking, and your heart beat just went up about an extra 50 beats per minute. Now, why is that? Well, I like to call it a little 4-letter word called fear. Fear is just false evidence appearing real. And every single one of us has a fear of something. Could be of our wife's cooking. Could be fear of rejection. Not in my place, I promise. Fear of rejection, fear of criticism. Every single one of us has a fear. A lot of people actually have a fear of death. But for most people, their number one fear is of public speaking. Now, it kind of boggles my mind a little bit, because everybody loves talking about themselves. And some people love talking about themselves so much you can't get them to shut up. So when you turn, and it's an amazing little thing, when you put a spotlight on somebody, put them on stage, throw a crowd in front of them, they're like a completely different person. Well, when you're trying to deliver your message, and you're not, and all those things happen to you, as before I mentioned, your speech doesn't always come across the way you intended it to in a compelling and interesting way. Instead, most people's first intention is to beeline it off of the stage as soon as possible. But I'm here to help. Here, today, I want to help you take your fear and turn it into confidence. Now, everybody here, I'm going to ask for your help. What I'd like to do is something a little bit unique. I'm going to talk about the art of public speaking. Now, one of the things that I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you, the audience, what you feel goes into a great public speaker. Now, there's many key components. Everybody has something that they look for. So what I would like to do is take about 30 seconds. If you guys want to shout them out, I'm going to write them down, and then we'll talk about them. Go ahead. What do you guys feel makes a great public speaker?
A message.
Message.
Charisma.
Connection.
Self-confidence.
What else?
Can everybody see these? Self-confidence. All right. I have the writing of a 3-year-old, so bear with me.
Body language. Smile.
Voice variety.
All right, vocal variety.
Stage presence.
Stage presence. All right.
should have had a guest writer, somebody that's a little... All right, and what was that last one? Sense of humor. All right, I love you. All right, so let's expand on this. A message. Everybody wants somebody to tell them what they don't have, and tell it to them in a way that they can relate to it. Usually, it's by integrating stories. Now, if I have an everyday experience, and I can tell you from a human perspective that you can relate, that's the whole point of getting a message across. Would you agree? Absolutely. All right. Charisma. I think JFK, most people know JFK, he was the epitome of charisma. Charisma is somebody who exudes confidence, modern day Barack Obama, somebody that people can look to for confidence, somebody that looks the part, acts the part, and we can go from there. Connection. Everybody wants to relate to the speaker in some form or another. And let's see. All right, when I don't get my message across, like I'm trying not to right now, I haven't made a connection with you. We need to relate our message in a way that everybody feels that we're all on the same page. Self-confidence. One of the easiest ways to build self-confidence is to practice, practice, practice. Giving a speech can be tough. As you can see, we had a phenomenal speaker before me. She practiced, and that's one of the easiest ways to build self-confidence. Body language. I'm going to talk about body language and vocal variety. Who here knows who Ben Stein is? For those of you that don't, for the younger generation, he's the guy in the Clear Eyes commercial. Dry eyes are for clear eyes. And he's a monotone speaker. Nobody wants to hear a monotone speaker. For the older generation, he's the guy in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. He's the guy, Bueller, Bueller, Bueller. Has anybody seen Ferris Bueller? But nobody wants a speaker like that. Vocal variety gets people excited, as well as body language. I can emphasize my words using body language and vocal variety. So use your body to accentuate the words that are trying to come out of your mouth. Jim Carrey is a great example. He moves his body in ways that people shouldn't. And he makes some funny gestures and hand movements, but his vocal variety is exuding with his body language. Stage presence. Be a confident speaker. Stand in front. Be a commanding presence. Humor. Know when to put in humor. So these are the qualities that go into making a great public speaker. And I want to thank you for helping me do my speech this evening.